All right, I think we are live. Hello, beautiful ladies. Welcome to this fire chat with me. You already know me, and the beautiful Tosca and Gauri. Welcome to everyone who's watching. If this is somehow strangely the first time you're seeing me, hi, I'm Swapna. I'm a marketing and business mentor for coaches, healers, and spiritual entrepreneurs, and I help you just show up as you and consistently and magnetically attract clients for those beautiful 5-figure months with complete ease. And today we are talking about breaking up with hustle in your business and in your marketing with these two gorgeous women. I will let them introduce themselves. So take the floor, ladies. Gauri, you want to go first?
Hi everyone. This is Gauri Kekre, cake artist from Little White Oven. I've recently turned business mentor for home bakers as well, and the one who was instrumental in helping me make that shift was none other than Swapna herself, because she always manages to see in you what you are probably refusing to see in yourself. And with the Ignite program, it was so amazing for me because I made so many shifts after the Ignite program. I mean, it was an eye opener for me, and everything that I was doing before was, I realized one thing, that I was not doing that in a planned manner, or not forget about planning. It's not even about planning. It's about soul searching. It's about connecting with your clients, or connecting with your students on a one-to-one level, reaching into the depths of who you are, finding that about yourself, and then connecting with the clients. And that has helped me make so many shifts up now. I mean, I have been really, really in a good space ever since.
Beautiful. And let's go to Tosca and know a little bit about her. Like that feels weird because I know a lot about her. But for the audience, for anyone who's watching, Tosca, tell us a little bit about you.
Yes, hello, I am Tosca, and I have a business called Tosca Serenity, and I support women to reclaim their joy, to move from fear to freedom, and really, ignite that within themselves. And I am so grateful to this Swapna, because she was at the beginning of the beginning of the beginning of this, and she encouraged me to, exactly what Gauri said, go deep, be vulnerable, share that, what you're feeling. And it was with that sharing that connection points happened. And people started to relate. And people started, oh, I feel like that too. So that was really pivotal, how I grew and how my Path of the Joyful Goddess program was launched and birthed.
Yes. So today we are talking, the theme of our fire chat today is breaking up with hustle. And I I do genuinely believe that you have to put in some work in your business, and you have to put some elbow grease in your business when you're starting, and you need to get that visibility out there. But I think a lot of people get caught up in the rules and the shoulds and the boxes of marketing, right? A lot of my clients, when they come to me, they talk about, I have been told that I have to post 6 times a day, and I have to go on Instagram, LinkedIn, and Facebook. What would you suggest? What is the best platform? And my answer is, I don't care. Like, choose one platform, stick with it, master it, make money off of it, and then think about adding another platform, right? And you definitely don't have to post 19 times a day or 20 times a day, or even, in fact, if you're not in the energy, I don't want you to post at all. Like, forcing content out of yourself is the worst possible way to attract clients, honestly, right? So I want to talk to both of you about that a little bit. What has your experience been with hustle, probably, and how did you break up with that? Did you ever feel that pressure of doing things a certain way, and then you got caught up in that and felt like you were going to burn out, and then decided to choose another way? And maybe also talk about how Ignite helped you with that a little bit. So start with you, Tosca, this time. Let's go with you.
Yay. Yes, I definitely have experienced that hustle, thinking I have to do it this way. I have to do so many posts. I have to do this. And it wasn't until we did our program, Ignite, that you flow with the energy first. And I remember you saying, where is your energy, Tosca? It's frantic. You're not going to do anything. You're not going to attract, you're going just come back and realign and let go and, post when you want to post, when you're feeling that energy. And it worked. So yes, break up with hustle.
Yeah, and because you are someone who works with energy a lot, right? And a lot of my clients are from that space where they themselves work with energy. But I think when it comes to marketing, they think because they are not the experts, then they decide that no, I have to do it this way, right? So how is that sort of like coming home to yourself? Like, yeah, this thing that I talk about with my clients, it's the same when it is marketing, it's the same when it comes to business. How was that experience for you, just being able to tap into your energy?
Huge. That was the game changer. Like, energy first. Set your energy first. Set your vibrations first. When you're in the hustle, it's like you're in your mind stream. You don't like, you have to do it, and it's a sense of stress or I don't know, overwhelm. But when you connect to the energy, whether it be joy or whether it be connecting to your clients or in that flow, it is so much nicer. And you can write from that space, and you can, articulate better and connect with people on a deep level.
That's absolutely true. What about you, Gauri? What do you have to say? Because I know you personally for a long time, and I know you've struggled a lot with burnout. So what have you experienced in terms of a shift?
So social media burnout is it's a real thing. It is not imagined. I mean, when you think about making a social media presence, there are people telling you that, oh my God, you haven't used this. Oh my God, this is like the next in thing to be on if you really want to be out there. And then you see other people who are constantly using some feature or the other, and they are sort of catapulting into that particular thing. And then you're like, suddenly you're thinking, whether am I doing the right things? Am I not doing the right things? What am I really doing? And you go into that, vicious cycle. It's like a centrifuge that just plans on throwing you out there, like throwing you for a toss, throwing you for a loop. And what with Ignite, the best thing that I got was that I don't have to be all of that. I don't have to do all of those things. I don't have to, mash my brain into pieces trying to, okay, a little bit. So I'm going to put a few things on this particular platform, a few things on that particular platform. Maybe I have to show up on LinkedIn. Maybe I have to show up on Twitter. No, I have to show up where I'm showing up. And I have to just be myself. That relaxed kind of energy, that was what was the game changer for me, where I could own up to being what I am, who I am, and taking control of that and showing up on one platform itself. I still do have another social media presence, but I have another person now who's handling that for me. I don't even have to look at that. Okay. So I just decided that I'm going to focus on one thing, and it has been like, relaxed for me. It has been more aligned to me, and especially when you're somebody who is doing so many different things all at once in your business, in your home. You have got I've got kids, I've got a dog, I've got my business to run. Apart from that, I'm doing coaching and tutorials and stuff. So when you just add the whole rigmarole of social media into that, makes it all becomes too overwhelming too fast. And I think Ignite has helped me to slow down, and then slowing down, I did manage to get what I wanted. So it's been a game changer for me.
Yeah. And I think it's just that, right? That the permission to do things your way
Absolutely.
and to do them imperfectly, right?
Yeah.
Just before coming here, Gauri was in our mastermind call and she was talking about how she did a live yesterday and it was like on the spur, not feeling like polished or, you know, being full of a face full of makeup. Not that there is anything wrong with that, but I think people put so much of pressure on themselves to look a certain way, to be in a certain setting, and then I can do lives and then I can talk about this. That taking away all of that pressure and just be you, right? In each and everything that you do in your marketing, just show up as you, and all of you, right? Not just the polished good parts which people can put on a pedestal, but also the flaws and the vulnerabilities and the sort of the chinks in the armor, I like to call it. Like, show them, right? Show them, because that's what you're asking your clients to do. You're asking them to be vulnerable. You're asking them to go really deep with you in your work, but you are not ready to meet them halfway and say, I'll show you my, you know, my vulnerabilities and my not secrets. You don't have to air all your secrets into the world, but just showing that I'm also a human being. You don't have to put me on a pedestal or, you know, look at me in a way that I'm untouchable and I can't do anything wrong. I'm just another human being. Yes, I might have walked a little bit ahead of you in this game of business, but that does not put us anyway, doesn't make us unequal in any other way, right? So I love all of this, what you guys have said. What would your one takeaway, and I know it's difficult to just narrow it down to one, but what would be your one takeaway from Ignite that you will always keep with you and you probably still go back to every time you are creating something or marketing something?
For me, my one takeaway from Ignite has been putting myself in the shoes of my client, putting myself in the shoes of my student, and thinking back to where I started, you know, because that's where my client is right now.
Yeah.
And she wants to go from where she is right now to where I am right now. And I can show her the path that I walked on. And I know that if I show her the path that I walked on, she's going to get there. Right? Where before I was just probably thinking about the specifics of what I can teach. Right now I'm able to put myself in the skin of my client and think, because I have been through those things. You know, Ignite helped me to see that I have been through those very things. What my client is going through right now, I've gone through that, and that is why I can empathize, I can understand, I know exactly what they're thinking. And when I actually reached out to that part of the client, that is when they actually identified with me. That is when they were willing to say, okay, yes, you know what I'm going through, you know how to show me the way, I'm willing to work with you.
Yeah. And that is the mistake I think a lot of people make, is they forget that they were once their clients, right?
Absolutely.
And they forget all about that, and they're just talking about the benefits of the features of the program. This is what I have done, but they forget that their client cannot see that right now because they are still stuck in their journey, right? And being able to communicate that, and we have this process called empathy mapping that we use in Ignite, which I think is so powerful, and creating the aha bridge, which just immediately shows you
Absolutely. I still use that. I still use those two things. I still use those when I'm posting anything.
Yes. And it's not it's initially it can feel a bit daunting of how am I going to do this, but once you start using it, I think you can instantly, you know, for anything that you're creating, you can create your own aha bridge, you can create your own empathy mapping. What about you, Tosca? What would you say?
Ditto. I was going to bring up the aha bridge. You know, it's building that bridge from where you are here to where you were before. Do you know what I mean? So that you can walk that same journey with what you were seeing, what you were feeling, what you were hearing, like all of that. Because like what we've been saying, we've all been there. You know, it's not like we haven't. And so that aha bridge, absolutely. Still use that bridge. I use my sales contact marketing journaling and my contracts. So yes, I'm still using the strategies. Absolutely. Yeah, so good.
All right. Thank you so much, ladies, for hanging out with me and chatting all about breaking up with the hustle. Before we close, I would just love for you guys to share what are you doing right now? What are you promoting? And where can people find more about you? So Gauri, you want to share what you have going on right now?
Yeah, I am right now. I'm doing this business mentorship program for women entrepreneurs who are working probably from their home, managing their homes, managing their kids, managing a whole lot of other stuff, and trying to make their presence in the digital world. Mostly, I'm working with home bakers right now, cake artists and home bakers such as myself, and I'm trying to show them that yes, they can own their space. They can. Yes, they can do whatever it is that they love to do. They don't have to do a cake simply because it is trending. They don't have to say yes to a client when it is something that they want to say no to, and they can absolutely be specific about what it is that they want to do rather than what it is that they don't want to do. I also have a workbook going for the same, and it is not a workbook that only bakers need to use. It can be used by almost anyone. If you're a woman entrepreneur, you can use this workbook to get total clarity on what it is that you want to do in the next 6 months. Be completely clear, because one thing that I know is that when you are clear, the universe is ready to give to you.
Yeah.
The one thing that I always say is that when you focus on something that you don't want, I don't want this, supposing this is the bottle, I say I don't want this bottle, I don't want this bottle. The universe doesn't hear don't want. It just sees it just sees a neon sign going on top of your forehead, says this bottle, this bottle, this bottle, and the universe says, you know what, this bottle, this bottle, this bottle. So I help my clients to see that. I help my students to see that. And yeah, the clients that I'm already working with are making huge shifts, and I'm so happy for them.
Beautiful. And they can find you on Little White Oven?
They can find me on
tagging that page.
Yeah, they can find me on cakeed.in, cake-ed.in, for both my programs as well as other cake related classes and tutorials.
Beautiful. And Tosca, I know what you have going on right now, but I would love for you to talk about it.
Sure. Currently, we're in the first round of the Path of the Joyful Goddess, and it is going to be relaunching again on the 17th of October. And this is the path how women reclaim themselves, find themselves, you know, that self-acceptance, forgiveness, digging deep into vulnerability and shame. And when you pull that apart, that's when you find joy. That's when you find freedom. So we go through all of that together. And yes, agreed. There's been so many big changes. And the sisterhood that has come from that is just awe-inspiring. So yes, it's going again on the 17th of October for 8 weeks.
Wow, cannot wait to see that come alive. Thank you, lovely ladies, for taking time out from your busy days. I know both of you have a lot going on, but you took time from your day to talk about the theme as well as Ignite. I am so grateful to know you and have you in my universe, and I cannot wait to see what you guys do next. So thank you. I will see you guys soon. Have a lovely rest of the day, and bye.
Bye.